Look at it.
It looks like an airplane now.
That's tearing. Oh, this is where our wings attach. Right here. All right, we're finally getting back to work on the old Laymo. The forgotten lifted limo. So the Laymo's been out back super sad for the last couple weeks. So since the Laymo and Hillbilly had their run-in with the law, we just had her sitting back here, just kind of out of harm's way, just relaxing. We noticed a few things that have to be addressed. We've got to get the wheels and tires back on it. We got to get her looking right. We've got to remove these. They've got to be made permanent. So we need to get working on some fender flares, wheels and tires, put it back up where it belongs. But we have a major issue that we have to resolve. And that's gonna require ripping every bit of the interior out of this thing. Yeah, and that means you.
It's gonna be hotter than what the 57 was.
You just go get the porta-cool and blow some cold air in there. Or maybe we should work at night. Or maybe you should work at 5 o'clock in the morning. I don't know. But check this out. We've got some rust. This whole little side panel is coming apart. We got screws everywhere, holding it together. That's not even the worst part. Come over. You know what? Come with me.
When we took it to the Sand Hollow, the door was moving. The door frame was moving.
Show them. Oh, look at that. It's even popped the light off. Oh, the whole roof is rotten. Holy guacamole.
I didn't see that.
I didn't either. Oh, that's gross.
Is there any fixing that?
We sort of don't have a choice. We have to fix it. That is terrible. But, Hillbilly, do the honors. Show them the bad spot. What is that?
The whole wall.
What is that? A picture?
No way! That's a Polaroid, is it? Is it what I think it is?
It still even has the TVs in it.
Check that out!
It's a picture of
That is history. That's somebody rocking out in the back. That's the TV.
Do you recognize them?
No, but that's a Polaroid. How many more Polaroids are we gonna find? We have to save this.
I don't think that's how
Shake it like a Polaroid
Yeah.
picture. I thought that was an inappropriate picture. Thankfully, it's not.
It's very yellow.
As you can see, we have a catastrophe. The entire side panel, look at that. The entire side panel is falling off of the Laymo. So what we need to do is we need to pull the interior, and we're cutting these sides off and we're fixing them because the Laymo is gonna live to see another day. We didn't go through all that trouble with the Utah Highway Patrol. Actually, I'm just joking, it wasn't that much trouble. We followed the laws, we did what they asked, so ha ha ha, this is just a joke. Went through all that trouble so we could drive the Laymo on the streets of the USA. So we're gonna fix it, plain and simple. Hillbilly, think she'll start? Listen to those exhaust leaks purr. All right, so now that we know that the old girl still starts, Hillbilly's gonna get it out of the sun, get it to where you can start working on the inside. But I got a few things I gotta do inside. I've got to show you guys something cool.
We also need to fix the sunroof.
Sunroof bad?
It leaks.
Well, the sunroof does leak. So we got a lot of maintenance that needs to be done on the old Laymo.
But the sunroof is the least of our worries when a wall's about to fall off.
That is true. We're gonna remove a lot of stuff, so it's gonna end up needing a paint job. So maybe we're gonna have to paint it. Anyway, I wanna show you guys something cool from our good friends over at Milwaukee. They sent us a pallet of pack outs, and we're gonna be putting in a pack out wall. So we're gonna show you guys that. While Hillbilly's working on this, we're gonna be working on the pack out wall. So let's get to work. A couple days ago, Semi showed up, and out came a pallet full of Milwaukee pack out tools. This is better than Christmas. So thank you, Milwaukee, for sending this awesome pallet full of pack out stuff. So we're gonna be hanging this up on the wall because we need some organization in the shop. And these pack outs, pack out wall, they're gonna help us keep this place organized. So Hillbilly's got this in, and I think what we ought to do is start by taking these seats out first. He's working on that, I'm working on this. So we're going four wide, 4 tall. So we're gonna get this all majored out, and I'm gonna show you guys. This is gonna be so sweet putting this Milwaukee wall in, because it's gonna have cabinets, it's gonna have organization, it's just gonna be so much nicer. All our little trinkets can go in drawers, and I gotta do some quackulating.
Taking the mud flaps off so it's a little easier to walk around it. First piece of furniture that comes out of the Laymo.
Oh, came out that easy?
Now I'll work on getting back. Oh. Robbie, were you missing a pair of pliers?
Yes.
They're behind the seat.
Serious?
Serious.
Yeah, I'm missing all my tools.
Gonna do 2 bolts and then the back's ready to come off.
That even looks rusty.
Lucky quarter. Yeah, it doesn't look too healthy, does it?
Oh, no way. Is that fake money? It's like paper.
Robby, found you a $50 bill.
No way.
Yes way.
Oh, it's fake and it's little. I only want good ones and big ones.
That's not how you remove it, I'm assuming.
You just pulled it out?
Yeah. Oh no, it feels like it's welded to the floor. The seat's welded to the floor.
Is it supposed to be?
I don't know, it's my first time tearing a limo apart.
Is it supposed to be welded?
Is it really? Yeah. Well, then it needs to be cut. If the frame is welded, there's got to be a way to access a panel to unbolt them.
Black mold.
Ew.
Gross.
Need new ones of those.
Oh, nice, a screwdriver. So there's going to be a way it comes out in pieces. It has to. Be very, very careful.
I smell that mold. Maybe you could get your woodworking brother to make a
Yeah,
new
it's
one.
a bolt. There's bolts.
Yeah,
Where?
there is.
Right there. I don't know what all that crap is, but there's crap.
Is there money?
I hope.
Oh.
I gotta find more. It's loose. It's about to come out. I just got one more bolt that I just found, and then I'll need Robby's help for this one. Passenger side.
Did you unbolt this or did you just break it?
Broke it.
Did you really?
I unbolted it. I put the bolt back on. I think this is bigger than the wraparound couch at your house.
Yeah, I think so. Good thing we don't have to. Maybe we should reupholster this. Get all the bad decisions off of it.
There's spider webs.
I hate them. Spiders. Yeah, I have to stick my hands in dark places that I can't see. Spiders give me the jeebies.
And there's lots of spider webs in here.
Yeah.
And a dead spider. You can see daylight. It's probably not good.
You have to take that straight up. It's hot in here. Now the bar. Holy cow. That screw's long enough probably to poke out the outside of the car. Hey, Demery.
Yeah?
Found your shoes.
Hmm. What are you doing now?
Taking these back pieces off. So I took the bottom seat part off. There's a bunch of stuff. What is that?
I don't know. What is all that?
I think I need a full hazmat suit.
So we just went over to Hermanson's Hardware, got us some screws. So I ran a few errands while I was out and I went to the bank and something happened to my brand new truck. The bank's pull jumped out in front of me. I don't even dare look at it. You should probably go look at it.
What happened to Dad's truck?
Oh my gosh. And right there.
Yep.
Should we make him even more sick to his stomach? We'll go tell him it needs a whole new bedside, a whole new cab corner, new door.
You know, I'm just glad I wasn't driving.
You want to hear the bad news or the bad news? He needs a bedside, a cab corner.
I don't even believe it.
Dude, we still got this hose. You got a screwdriver in here? Let me see. We got a drain holding this. Silent. Yeah, watch your footing.
Coming? Just go straight down.
Oh.
That is so rotten. All right, so if you attended Amador Valley High School Senior Ball, May 29th of 1999, so this would be in California. And if this happens to be you, let us know. It'd be super cool to get this keychain back to you. I don't know if you got married or not. Maybe you just went to the senior ball, you never know. This is pretty vintage, if I do say so myself. All right, so now we've got our walls set. Now we're gonna start hanging our pack out stuff. So we're actually doing a row of cabinets. So you wanna lock those in. These are pack outs. This is gonna hold some stuff inside of there. Now we have an entire row. We can put whatever we want in here. You can add a lock if you want. Now I'm gonna work on the second row. One thing that I got, we're always in need of, is a vacuum. If you pull it up, now you can take your vacuum and use it. Just like that. Our tool holders, I think I'm gonna put our battery charger right here. So this is gonna charge up all of our batteries. We'll get that plugged into power and then we can put all 6 of our batteries on here. They can all be charging.
Oh my gosh, Robby, we got a little bit of a problem.
What's the problem? A dent? Splitting?
Yeah.
Whoa!
You've articulated it one too many times.
Oh no way, that's old. I wonder if that's prior. So we gotta weld it up. That's even broke. Holy cow. Well, looks like it's a good thing we're pulling this apart. Hey, 25 cents.
I Think the limo needs some grass carpet?
Yeah! Needs some turf. Robby, the limo needs grass carpet.
Yeah, it does. We got most of the interior stripped out, but it's late. I'm working all day. Got the Milwaukee pack out wall as far as we can go. We got one more row coming and a few more accessories that are on their way. Turning out awesome. This is gonna help us keep things a little bit more organized. So, should we go home?
Yes.
All right, it is tomorrow.
Okay, it's another day. I want to pull the limo back in. The whole passenger side is about to fall off. So today, what I'm working on is removing this window. This window takes 2 people to do it. I also have to take that molding off and that chrome off. The trim is supposed to be double-sided tape on. There's not supposed to be any screws in it, but the double-sided tape started to fail. We didn't have time before Easter Jeep Safari to take it off, clean the double-sided tape off, and reapply double-sided tape. Robby had Cody to run some screws through it. Wow, that is horrible. That silver stuff you see is the inside insulation. That is gnarly. I'm nervous to pull this chrome piece off, but we have to pull it off to finish assessing the damage. Chrome is off. That looks nasty, horrible. We're probably gonna have to cut from right here all the way across. And then let that rusted stuff just fall off, because that will all have to be replaced. I think I heard Steve pull up. He's gonna be helping me pull windows out. And then once you get it started, just pull. The lock ring is out of both windows now. And the goal is not to break the window. You just keep working it. I got the rubber boot worked all the way up to those top corners. You just pull down. Moment of truth to see what it really looks like underneath this rubber boot. Oh, that's horrible. Not as bad as what I thought, but it's not good. Window number 2 is out. Now I'll get the rubber boot off and check what this window sill looks like. Worse than the front side. Passenger side is all stripped where Robby can do further inspection to see that it is garbage. That it's almost going to be easier to either find a whole new side and replace the whole new side, or find a whole new limo to put the body on this frame. He might decide to fix it because that's just Robby. One thing I noticed on the other side is underneath this rubber boot is rivets. Most of them are rusted away and sticking to the centerpiece. The rivet's just spinning, so I like to take a screwdriver, put behind it, and kind of pry out. Oh, popped it off. Now we work at it. Just a little bit more, and this trim is off. And now, get the chrome off. And this is why we had to put the screws in it, because there's nothing holding us on. Wow. This thing is in very rough shape. Look at all that. Side marker lights. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 of these lights on this car. And luckily, they're all into one harness, so all I have to do is just cut it. There's one. Now I'll finish getting all these pulled off. So I got the left-hand rear sides done. Now it means I have 25 more to go. Passenger side marker lights are done. For further investigation, I think these side panels are just sheet metal screwed on. Right, there's a sheet metal screw and it's all up them. If you look up here, it's all the way across the top and along the bottom. It's all sheet metal screws. So to take the side off is gonna be cakewalk. Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, we were driving that around.
that was all underneath everything?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You know what's really cool? These are held on sheet metal screws. This whole side is.
No way.
Look, sheet metal screws all through right here, along the bottom, along the top. The front has sheet metal screws. You undo those sheet metal screws, this whole side comes off.
No way.
You want me to do it?
I do, kind of.
This can come off and it's fine.
Yeah, it's sheet metal screws.
Well, it's not fine. It's
So-
far from
I
fine.
mean, there's still
Oh
holes.
my gosh.
I'm
There's
wondering if you can find
holes.
new sides.
Well, where are we gonna find a 97 Lincoln Town Car limousine side?
Call the company.
There's no way they've got it. Look at that, the windshield's popped. The whole side of the windshield's popped out. Look at that buckle and broke. This whole pillar's gone. Oh my gosh. That whole thing's rotten. Oh my gosh, that is just gone. All right, so we have some major issues to deal with. Half the windshield's not even held in. The pillar's gone. That would make sense. Yeah, that would make sense why the whole car's folding right here. This is bad. This is very bad. Look, it's our new bench. If we do get another limo, we can pull out all that metal and put a frame here. This is like a real couch. All right, so note to self, check for rust whenever buying a limo. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I found another limo. We're gonna go look at the other limo. If it's less rusty, we might just buy another limo and rebody this.
If it's the same bike style, we can just take the panels off and bolt them onto this one.
We might could.
And
we should go check.
Do all the wiring work.
All right, I'm gonna act like I didn't come in here. Hillbilly's gonna continue working. I'm gonna go sob for a little bit and lick my wounds because the Laymo is so rusty, and then we'll figure out a game plan.
Can we put a pool in here?
No.
So now we just need to get measurement from door to door, full length of the car, top to bottom, get all the measurements we need.
Hillbilly.
What?
I got good news.
You got a new panel?
No, I got a new car. Remember that limo that we went past in Fountain Green?
It's been there for like 20 years?
Yes, I got the guy's number, called them, and we're gonna go look at a donor limo. We're in the limo buying business.
Hopefully it's in better shape.
Yeah, this is fixable, don't get me wrong. But if we can go see if that one's in better shape, it might be better to get some panels to
How the heck would you fix that?
That I'm not concerned about. It's the side panels that worry me. You stay here and keep working. We'll go look.
Robby's on his way to go check out that other one, so I have to hurry and get measurements, write them down on my limousine paper, send a picture of that to Robby so that way he can see what his measurements are.
Same thing. Feels about equal. Virtually equal.
The longest part.
Yep, it's the same.
And there's the panel. Right there is the center divider. We got to take this side off. I've got most of the grab screws out, but there's a bunch of silicone that I'm breaking free. Holy crap. Look at that.
Take an entire side panel off.
It's my first. Is it your first?
Yeah. Well, at least this way we can get the swimming pool in. Hillbilly's been working super hard on getting our rust bucket 2.0 off. So I think we've about got this side to come off. What we're gonna do, we went and looked at that other car. It's got rust. If I can get it for a good deal, maybe we'll get it. Otherwise, we're gonna have to try to fix this. Convertible style. One rotten side, expertly removed. We really could like use the front and the back to get the doors, and then this is just flat. We really could just redo this with like a cage, and then that'll basically make this thing into a cage.
All we need off that is about this far below the windows so we can have a way to seal the window.
Chop it off. Even still though, this is all rotted up here. That's rotten. Oh, the whole entire roof is rotten. No way.
Ooh.
So one side down. This is gonna be quite the rebuild process. And then we have to fix all that. This has to be structurally sound. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What have we signed ourselves up for? This is horrible.
Now I gotta get this foam off.
That roof is really flexy.
What's up with you and rust buckets? This, the Toyota.
That's what I told him. You like rust buckets.
I don't mean to.
The 57,
They just find you?
Toyota,
They just find me.
the limo.
I think that we can make this work.
That front window's about to fall out when I've done that.
I think we should just make it into a pool.
An off-road pool.
An off-road pool?
Yep.
Who's gonna get in it?
Hillbilly's gonna get in it.
Well, we don't need this.
The roof's supposed to
Good
do
news.
that.
The roof's pretty
The roof's
solid.
not bad. Just the edges. The way they build these are phenomenal. All right, so what we're gonna do, I'm gonna get this lower strip off. And as soon as that's removed, basically this side's broken down to where we can start cleaning it up, getting a game plan, but I'm thinking that that's what we should do. Tube framework, skin and sheet the outside, and then we'll paint it, and we'll make it look so fantastic.
To say, we've gotten pretty good at doing tubular work.
Yeah. So she's got good bones. This is the bottom piece of our side panel. It's completely rotted. This is kind of amazing to me how simple they do this. There's nothing super crazy about the way they did this. It's zip screwed together. This whole side panel is with bubble gum, glue, silicone, and zip screws.
So what that tells me, Robbie, is that they knew it was going to rust out, so they wanted to make it easy to replace in the future.
Now if we could just find some new side panels, that'd be cool. Side panel is removed. Now we gotta get these little covers off. I wish I could build a car with zip screws. That'd be super cool.
Why don't we try it?
Well, we could rebuild this with zip screws.
No, let's try building a complete car out of zip screws and plywood.
Dude, that is solid. We could literally just reattach to this rocker. It's just a skin, but on the inner, dude, there's like no rust on this rocker. So I think that's a perfect platform. Yeah, all we gotta do is weld to it.
I think the
Why
rust
wouldn't they
came
have
from
done
their
that?
100 tubes of silicone failing somewhere.
Well, I would say so. That's an aluminum cover. We got more up here. Well, that's riveted. All right, so I'm gonna have to get some rivets, or actually I'll cut that at the door. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shut the front door, make a mark, and I'm gonna cut that aluminum cover. We can leave it under the door. Oh, I got one screw. What in the heck? Oh, got another screw. So now I got that removed. There you have it. Now we're down to the bare bones. Now we'll get the other side taken apart, and then we'll start assessing and figuring out what we need to do to fix all this rust. We can't give up on the Laymo. The Laymo deserves this. All right, so we've got the passenger side panel completely disassembled, but we had to do a reset because so much rust and pieces and just stuff fell on the floor. So we pulled the car out. We've got a reset, swept everything up, threw some stuff away. Now we're gonna pull the Laymo back in and we're gonna get the driver's side completely disassembled. I've got a super awesome game plan about what we're gonna do to rebuild this. Share that with you guys here in a little bit. Once we get that side all stripped down, you guys will have to let us know in the comments what you think. I think it's gonna turn out cool. I don't know, maybe my ideas aren't that cool. You'll have to let us know. Hillbilly's backing it in, and we're gonna get it finished disassembling. So this is how I like to remove windows. All we gotta do is push a little pressure, push out the window, slowly, slowly. Got it. Hi, Daddy.
Don't say that.
I said, hey, Daddy, not hey, Daddy. There's a difference. Now that we're experts in removing side panel, we're gonna get the driver's side off. So now that we know how to do this, it's gonna be much easier. Just like that. Ta-da! All right, but now we're gonna actually remove it. All these lights are gonna need changed. All right, so I wanna show you guys something cool. So the thing about this pack out wall, and the reason it's so awesome, is it's organized. So I need a Phillips head driver bit that I can put my drill. So I come over here to my pack out wall. You got all of your bits.
Just don't open them while they're on the wall.
Take it down. And then so that we don't mess up, I'm gonna put it all back on the wall, and then we'll put the bits away when we're done. Look at that, organization. We're not organized, but we're gonna be.
I'm working on getting all these panels out. This pillar panel, and the front pillar panel. Gotta get all this off to get this side off because there's like 10,000 zip screws all the way across the top, down the front, along the bottom that holds the side panel on. This wire I'm cutting, light. More rat's nests, imagine that.
What was that?
Did you get that?
No, what was that?
The other piece just fell.
Just fell in.
That was super neat.
I'm actually excited now because we don't have to try to repair these side panels. We're just gonna build new ones. Here's the deal. We've got a wedding party that we have to attend in 1 year. So as long as we have this fixed and ready to go by next year so we can take Rory down the aisle, then we're good to go. Rah! Yeah!
And I'm working on a thing that you say I always have to work on, my finesse.
Well, I'm finessing it too. I feel like my brain just shook.
There's 10 and he hasn't broken them yet.
So technically, by the time we get this torn down, we'll have rebuilt an entire limo, right? So we're coach builders now, right?
I think you call that Swift driver. Helping trainer.
Yeah, no, we're gonna be limousine builders. We are among the elitists, the greats. That's a sketchy little box. That's where they hide their contraband. What is the point of that little box in there?
Paraphernalia?
That's a paraphernalia box. Well, I got half of the car on the back side of this. Look at all that rust. At least they put a plug in. That was super nice. We're gonna get all the interior done. So at some point in life, this had a rubber seal that hypothetically was supposed to seal this side. See, it's right there. But when that seal decided to fail, they thought it would be a wonderful idea to put 10 tubes of caulking in its place. As bad as this appears, I'm feeling good about it. When in doubt,
Knife out.
I was gonna say caulk it out, but that sounded kind of dirty.
Hey Robbie, what's taking so long? My side's already all broke free.
That's because I cut it off. These front panels, we are gonna have to remake. That's the only thing. Let's get this over here out. Okay. Gaddy! Gentle now. Look at it.
It looks like an airplane now.
That's tearing, oh, this is where our wings attach, right here. So that's tearing apart a Limo 101. All right, you ready to see the new Laymo? Okay, 1, 2, look at it. Do you love it? Why?
Because
What's wrong with it?
it has no side.
She loves it.
Are you gonna drive in it?
I'll drive and you'll be in the pool.
But water's gonna splash everywhere.
That's the point.
Hey Dad, I got a joke for you.
You have a joke for me?
Why did the chicken cross the road?
Why?
Could get to the idiot's house.
To get to the idiot's house.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
The chicken.
Oh, aren't you funny? That was funny. Good job, sweetheart. So Hillbilly's gonna work on the headliner. I'm gonna pull the windshield, then I'm gonna cut those, then we're gonna vacuum it, and then we're gonna show you guys everything. There's so much rust. This dang near just rusted out. All I gotta do is help it. So I'm using glass cleaner to kind of lubricate the blade a little bit.
You got it?
Here, Hillbilly, over to the glass rack. All right, luckily the windshield's still good. So we've got that out.
Okay, so there's 2 screws up inside the window, or in between where the privacy glass goes, you can't see. I got them pulled, so now.
Everything is rusted.
Is it? So Hillbilly's cutting the hog rings so that we can get the headliner out of this thing. It's the last thing we've got to pull out. What we're gonna be doing is taking all the interior down to Carter's upholstery, getting the seats redone, getting a headliner built, so that when we put this back together, it is brand new. We got these divider panels out. Everything is just about fully disassembled to where we can start rebuilding this sweet Laymo.
But once we get it rebuilt, then we can't call it the Laymo no more because it's not gonna be lame.
Yeah, we'll go from the Laymo to the Coolio. I had no idea, but this had mirrors that were screwed shut. So back in '97, this thing was sweet.
It's top of class.
It was top of the line. This is high class, not white trash. All right, the new headliner, we'll just string it out, we'll glue it, we'll tie it up. We'll get this portion out later. It's almost that time of night. We're gonna clean this all up, vacuum this all out. I'm gonna grab my vacuum. This Milwaukee cordless vacuum is freaking awesome. I'm gonna give the vacuum over to Hillbilly. I've still gotta cut these rocker moldings off, so he's gonna finish vacuuming. All right, so we were able to get the Laymo completely stripped down to where we know what we need to do to fix it. The windshield surround is probably our biggest issue right now. A little bit of rust along the roof line going back, but that, we're gonna exo cage, kind of build a cage into the center section, and then we're gonna panel it. Got everything out of it. We're gonna make sure that the AC works, make sure the heater works. We're gonna get this thing back to its once former glory.
As always, we appreciate you.
You enjoyed this video? Go check out this one.